ముందుగా ప్రియమైన విద్యార్థులకు మరియు వారి తల్లిదండ్రులకు నమస్కారం. నా పేరు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ చైర్మన్. నేను ఈ రోజు 10th క్లాస్ విద్యార్థులను దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని మాట్లాడడం జరుగుతుంది. అది ఏమిటనగా, మనందరికీ తెలుసు, గత 2 సంవత్సరాలుగా కరోనా కారణంగా విద్యార్థులు ఎటువంటి పరీక్షలు రాయకుండానే పై తరగతులు పంపడం జరుగుతుంది. ఫలితంగా ఐఐటి జేఈ మరియు నీట్ లాంటి జాతీయ స్థాయి పరీక్షలను సాధించడం కష్టతరం అవుతుంది. దీనిని అధిగమించడానికి మరియు 10వ తరగతి పరీక్షలో అత్యధిక మార్కులు సాధించడానికి నేను మీ ముందుకు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ద్వారా అనుభవజ్ఞులైన అధ్యాపకులచే ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులు, హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్ మరియు గత ప్రశ్నపత్రాల సమాధానాల విశ్లేషణ ఇవ్వబడును. కాబట్టి నేను విద్యార్థులకు చెప్పదలుచుకున్నది ఏంటంటే, ఈ ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులను మరియు హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్లను క్లాస్ రూమ్లో కూర్చొని చదువుకున్నంత సీరియస్ చదువుకోవాలను. ఇంకొకటి ఏమిటనగా, ఈ యొక్క క్లాసులు విన్న వెంటనే అర్థం చేసుకొని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయవలను. ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడం అంటే కేవలం చదవడం కాదు, పేపర్ మీద రాయవలను. అలాగైతే గుర్తుండిపోతుంది. దీంతో పాటు మీ యొక్క నాలెడ్జ్ని పరీక్షించుకున్న కొరకు త్వరలో ప్రీ ఫైనల్ పరీక్షలు కూడా నిర్వహించబడు. ఈ యొక్క అవకాశాన్ని సద్వినియోగం చేసుకోవాలని 10th చదివే విద్యార్థులకు విజ్ఞప్తి చేస్తున్నాను.
A word here, test tube. How is a test tube? It is a test tube. Am I right? What is the bottom? Is the bottom exactly looking like this? No, it is like this. This is hemisphere. This portion is right circular cylinder. So if a question is formed in such a way that a test tube is given in the problem, what is the combination of geometrical solid figures we have to consider? Hemisphere in the bottom and cylinder on the top. If it is closed both ways, sometimes a tube of this kind also may be given. It is not test tube but a cylinder like this. Cylinder closed on either side with hemispheres. So it looks like this. Sometimes there is a tube like this which is closed on both sides with hemispheres like this. In this way, both sides hemispheres, in between cylinder. So make a point of this. Next, tent. If there is a tent, I am writing the word tent. How to form a tent? Look at this. This is the tent. What is the top? Right circular cone. A right circular cone is surmounted on a right circular cylinder. So like this. A cone is in this kind of shape. What are the geometrical concepts here? The top is a right circular cone surmounted on a right circular cylindrical canvas with walls, curved surface area. A tent is looking like this. Capsule. This is called capsule. C-A-P-S-U-L-E or tube. What is this? Both sides hemispheres. Both sides hemispheres and one side middle, this one. And rocket. A rocket is also looking like this. Sometimes the bottom is like this, a long cylinder, and a cylindrical curve is mentioned like this. It's a rocket. What is this? Cylinder, and this is right circular cone surmounted on a big cylindrical tunnel like thing, a long tube on the top. So both tent and this look like, but the diameter is a little longer. This is very high when compared to rocket. So it is small in diameter, it is big in diameter. Height is small, this height is big. So this kind of geometrical interpretations are there. Sometimes there may be a question like that. There is a cylinder in which a sphere is inserted, a ball is inserted. So this kind of geometrical interpretations may be there, and all these kind of things we will learn in our next worked examples. And all these word problems may consist of not only geometrical shapes of right circular cone, right circular cylinder, and sphere and hemisphere and cube, cuboid, but the combination of the figures hereafter. So let us take that kind of problems in our next class. And I wish that all these problems whatsoever I am doing on the board are very, very helpful to you. Wherever is required, I am drawing the formula also. Look at this. Whatsoever is required, I am writing the formula. You must make use of this kind of things from this. You don't recollect the formula on the spot, but you must recollect it in the exam, and you must highlight that and write it as a formula. This way, if you present the problem in the examination, you will be given more marks and you will not lose marks. Even if there is a small error, they will consider and reduce only half mark or 1 mark. So when you are doing this kind of problems, be very cautious to write the square centimeters, cubic centimeters, units, cubic units for volume, square units for surface area, total surface area, lateral surface area, like that, and length always in units, centimeters or meters. So I hope you are benefited by this kind of video lessons. Half of the mensuration word problems are over. In the next class, we are going to deal with word problems based on combination of figures. Happy learning. I hope you will definitely enjoy learning. All these problems are very, very important. Keep practicing these problems 2 or 3 times. Welcome back. I am Yogananda here, teaching you class 10 mathematics. We are in mensuration chapter. We are taking up some problems related to combination of solids. In our previous class, we discussed about the combination of solids. What do you mean by combination of solids? Combination of solids. This is a very important topic from the examination point of view. In this, combination of solids are considered. So not only a 3-dimensional solid is taken, but combination of solids are taken. Just like that, suppose you take a test tube. How is a test tube looking like? It is a cylindrical solid with bottom as hemisphere. Just look at the board. It is a cylinder, am I right? And the bottom portion is a hemisphere. You can separate them as a hemisphere and a cylinder separately. A cylinder and a hemisphere. It is a combination of solid. It is right circular cylinder. It is a hemisphere. Put together is combination of both the solids. So when you look at a right circular cylinder and a hemisphere separately, they are 2 solids. So it is a combination. Now you can add one more hemisphere on the top. Suppose you add one more hemisphere on the top. It is a right circular cylinder. Look at this right circular cylinder placed horizontally. So now you take a hemisphere here with the same radius on either side. Look at this, a right circular cylinder in horizontal mode or just lying down, and a hemisphere on either side. A sphere of the same radius is taken and made into 2 halves, and now the combination is a figure looking like this. Just look at this. Even if you don't draw this circular shape here, we can look at this. It is a capsule. It is in the form of a capsule. So we can say this as a capsule. You are already familiar with some medicines. In medicines, you can see that there are some tablets. They are like cylindrical form. A tablet is like this. You can see it here. It is a cylindrical, right circular cylinder, but it is a capsule. Capsule means it is a right circular cylinder. Put it in a horizontal mode. On either side, it is a hemisphere and a hemisphere. Both the hemispheres on either side, inside or in between, is a right circular cylinder. It is a combination. Next, you people play and you generally draw a rocket like this. You must have seen. It's a right circular cylinder, and on the top, if you put a cone like this, join it like this, it is a rocket. We call it rocket. If it is joined, say it is joined here, then it is nothing but right circular cylinder and right circular cone. Both put together is a combination of right circular cylinder and a right circular cone. Put together is a rocket. See, there are some figures like this. A tent is also in the same form, but the diameter is little larger and height is smaller, and right circular cone height is also not that much tall. So it is a right circular cone, it is a right circular cylinder. Put together, the combination is a tent. Main difference between the tent and the rocket is it has got a height more. A rocket has right circular cylinder portion with larger height, with bigger height and lesser radius or diameter. But a tent has a bigger radius like this. You can see that here it is a tent. So all these are combination of solids. In mensuration, in this chapter, this combination of solids is a very useful and important from the examination point of view.
Hello students, my name is Vishal Kumar Sharma and I did my BTech from IIT Kanpur. Right now I am associated with K Venkana classes, and at K Venkana classes we are bringing your IIT top Delhi faculties. I am an HOD of mathematics at K Venkana classes. Okay. Now if you are choosing MPC, then you will have a chance to be taught under top Delhi faculties. If you are choosing BIPC as your subject, then you will have not only IIT faculties as well as a proper doctor teaching you. Similarly, we have if you are choosing MEC and CEC, so after second year for your CACPT exam, we have a very expert faculty specializing in CACPT. So what are you waiting for? Come and join KVC.
So let us do some problems also based on this combination of solids. So you are already familiar with this combination of solids. Now we are going to take few examples related to combination of solids. I am writing one problem on the board. A toy is in the form of, it's an examination question. Question 1, a toy is in the form of a cone mounted on a hemisphere. The diameter of the base and the height of the cone are respectively given as 6 centimeter and 4 centimeter. Determine the surface area. Determine the surface area of the toy. Use pi is equal to 3.14 centimeter. This is what the given problem is. I am repeating this once again, reading out the problem. A toy is in the form of a cone mounted on a hemisphere. On a hemisphere there is a cone mounted. If it is given that it is a cone, consider this as a right circular cone. This is what we are doing in this chapter. If nothing is mentioned, it is considered to be a right circular cone. Right circular cone means the radius and the height. When you look at that, they make 90 degrees angle. Now we have to draw one figure. After that we have to do this in two parts, and after that let us complete the problem. It is a important problem from the examination point of view, which is asked for 8 marks also, long answer question. So a toy is in the form of a cone. So we have drawn a cone figure mounted on a hemisphere. Now we have to draw a hemisphere. The diameter of the base and the height of the cone are given separately. Diameter is 6 centimeter and the height is 4 centimeter. Determine the surface area. So we have to draw a hemisphere here. This is the diameter. This is the height. This is slant height. This is R. Put together, diameter is given. I am writing the solution here. Given diameter 6 centimeter. Therefore, radius R is equal to 6 by 2, 3 centimeter. Height is equal to H is equal to, what is the height given? 4 centimeter. So this is the given data for the problem. Radius is to be found out from the diameter, which is half of the diameter. Radius is half the diameter. So d by 2, which is 3 centimeter. Now for the cone we need to find the slant height. For right circular cone, what is slant height? Slant height is mentioned as symbolically or using a letter L. What is the formula for this? R square plus H square, using Pythagoras theorem. What is R? 3 square. What is H? 4 square. So square root of R square plus H square is the formula, which gives that square root of 3 square plus 4 square. 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 16 plus 9 is 25, root 25 means 5 centimeter. You must take only positive value here. Though it is plus or minus 5 centimeter, we are writing plus 5 centimeter. Therefore L value is obtained. R value is got. Therefore R is equal to 3 centimeter, H is equal to 4 centimeter, and L is equal to 5 centimeter. This is the data for the right circular cone. Now what is that we have to find? Surface area of the whole toy. What is the surface area? Curved surface area of right circular cone. What is the formula? CSA of right circular cone is pi r L. What is pi? He has given it as 3.14 into, what is the radius? 3 centimeter into, what is the slant height? 5 centimeter. So altogether we get 5 into 3, 15 into 3.14. So you can leave it like this, or you can write it as 15 into 3.14. Approximately 15 into 3 is 45 square centimeter, 15 into 10 around 1.5, 15 fours 60, so it is 2.1 plus 45, it is 47.10. You get it as 47.10 square centimeter, cm square you can write it. So the curved surface area of right circular cone is obtained separately. So I am drawing a simple figure here. This is what we have found. Only curved surface area of the right circular cone is found. Now curved surface area of cylinder of hemisphere is wanted. Hemisphere. This is hemisphere. This area we want. So we want this particular area, not the top area. So what is the formula for this? 2 pi r square. For a full sphere, the total surface area is 4 pi r square. It is a hemisphere, half the sphere. Half the sphere, it is 2 pi r square. 2 times 3.14 into 3 into 3. So it is 18 into 3.14. Is around 54 plus something, which is after simplification 56 square centimeters. You can write it as 56.52 square centimeter. You must multiply 3.14 18 times. You get 56.52. This is 15 is multiplied by 3.14 gives 47.10. This is your right side work. Now you got the curved surface area of the hemisphere and curved surface area of the right circular cone. We want the surface area of the toy. I am writing it as surface area SA of toy, which is put together both. So pi RL plus pi r square. If you can write in the examination directly using this formula also, you can directly find out. So the answer is 47.10 plus 56.52. 103.62 square centimeters. You will get this answer is 103.62 centimeter square, or you can write square centimeter. This is the answer. I will explain the same problem. All of you just take down this as a screenshot, otherwise we can look at this. It is a long answer question which is given in the examination for 8 marks. I will explain this. And each and every step I will do it once again if it is required.